Hey there, this is Kevin Pascal, and you're tuned into the Hinted Neuron podcast. I like to think that the idea of creating your own happiness might be unreal. To explain this, let me remind you of the law of conservation of energy. Energy can never be created or destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to another. If you think of happiness as an energy and the soul as a separate entity, it means that if you add happiness to the soul, then you've added some kind of energy to it. Then it would be wrong to say that you've created your own happiness because it is incoherent with this law. The energy added to the soul cannot be created by the same soul. It has to come from somewhere. It means there has to be an other that transfers energy to create this happiness in you. This other can be anything: food, music, another soul, a moment, and a host of other things. If we hold this view that happiness has to come from another, it is also coherent to the transfer of energy. If someone or something transfers happiness to you, you can also transfer this happiness to another thing or person. If we think of sadness as an energy, then you agree with me that a rational person wouldn't create sadness for themselves. It can only be transferred to them. Now, the same way sadness isn't created by the soul is the same way happiness isn't. They are both energies that transfer to the soul. This might mean that happiness flows from one thing or a person to another thing or a person and is not created inherently. You might also get angry here when I say happiness is transferred to a thing, since a thing can't necessarily feel happy due to the fact that it's not conscious. But a thing can definitely give you happiness. Although if a thing can't feel happiness, happiness can be transferred to it. Now take an hypothetical scenario. If I have a bunch of flowers that give me happiness, I would want to water them and make them look fresh for a longer time. Now, in that way, I've transferred happiness to the flowers, even though they might not feel it. You might also begin to see that the more the flower stays fresh and pretty, the more happier I become. This is a reinforcement of happiness caused by a relationship with mutual benefit. This also happens in our lives as humans. If someone gives you happiness, you also tend to make them happy, and in return, the more happiness they give you. The flow of happiness is everywhere in nature, and if we could see the world like this, we could always be filled with happiness since it's everywhere around us. Thank you for tuning in today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at Hinted Neuron. Also, please subscribe on whatever platform you are listening to. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review with 5 stars on Apple Podcast. Thank you very much.